What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with a special recap for OneHive Alpha for their 100th win, and that is 100 in a row. These guys are undefeated. Pretty insane accomplishment. I'm not sure how many clans out there have done that. Probably not many. So congratulations to everybody at OneHive. They had this war of 50 versus 50. It's not like their regular roster. Obviously, I was over here on my main account, and this little guy right here was my fault. That star right there and that 99 right above it of 100 attacks. That was my second attack. You guys that caught the stream saw my first attack, and I just was not really ready for the war. The time it ended, I wasn't really paying attention and just not used to those sort of midday wars. We usually don't do that, and I just didn't get it in. So my fault. I apologize to everybody Alpha. It should have been a 2-star easy right there. But look at that. Only a couple of Town Hall 10s left. Everything else was 3-star all the way down to the bottom, which, again, there's 50 of them. So tons and tons of attacks. You can see some more. Actually, you probably already have seen some more from the Coffee and Clash video, but we're going to cover some of my favorites here right now. Duce being one of those. This was a fresh hit 3-star. Very, very nicely done with the Govaho. Comes in with the Queen Walk, takes it out. Now, this is a pretty predictable base as far as trap location, but besides that, you know, it's relatively upgraded. I have those level 2 Inferno Towers. Not the highest level walls, obviously. Just drops in, gets the C Sealer out, drops the Queen, some poison. The healer's on there, just keeps her up. And as those troops start going down, that wasn't the best poison he's ever dropped, probably, but got the job done. Comes in, pops her ability, gets through, excuse me, gets through a lot of this point defense right here. There's just like 3 or 4 on her immediately. That's why he went ahead and popped the ability there. Got through all of that. Then sends the golem mill on the right side. The wizards clearing out some of the trash buildings. The wall breakers open it up. And from there, he is going to get ready to send this mass squad of Valks, the king, all of that going right in the middle of all those tight buildings. He knows where they're going to go. Goes in and puts the jump spell down. They're going to get to that queen pretty quick. And he's already got that second jump spell down. That was perfect. Right over top of that town hall. Allows him to get in those compartments where the Teslas are. Rages them up. Drops that nice back end freeze on that. Excuse me, guys, on that Inferno Tower, and they just get all the way through. This is how quickly in that second rage right there, all the way through, all the way to that Inferno Tower. Boom! It immediately goes off, takes them out, and the Hogs are working their way through, getting a nice 3-star here. Hogs are going to get the rest of it. No, it doesn't have any heal spells, so we're going to fast forward a little bit. So his Hogs aren't going to quite make it, but the Queen's still up, still has healers on the Queen. King's still up, just no chance of what's left in this base stopping those high-level heroes. So really nicely done. And Duce actually got a 6-star war. Cleaned up one of the attack that I did on the live stream. And he did it live on stream as well. So if you guys aren't catching some of these live streams, you are missing out. All right, I'm going to grab a drink before we go to the next one here. Sorry. All right, here we go. On down to number 5, Thor, grabbing himself a Town Hall 10 3-star. Doing it again with Valks. Go Vaho. This is the wave of Town Hall 10 right now. I think, guys, I'm telling you right now, and often these aren't the best design bases, but I said give me a few weeks and I would tell you what I thought about the update and if Town Hall 10 was there or not. And it is probably there, honestly. There is some very, very good bases out there that are very hard to get the 3-star on, but it's supposed to be that way. But the hang up is this, and I think that it's right. I'm not griping. I'm just in a spot where I can't do it because I don't have this stuff. If you have maxed offense in today's game, you have a chance at a 3-star on a Town Hall 10 with the introduction of Valks and the way they are. Hopefully no nerfs are coming. I don't think any are required, to be perfectly honest. It gives you a chance, and it's also going to force base design to change, which is also going to open up more Laloon attacks. So it's all going to be viable. It's going to be about breaking down the base and finding out which attack works best. But I would like another week to hold my opinion because we still have guys that don't have the max Hogs, the max Valks, that are still upgrading that stuff. But from what I've seen, if it's all fair play stuff, I think it's pretty much there. I think you're going to see more people go to Town Hall 10. One of 2 things are going to happen. They're either going to quit or they're going to go to Town Hall 10 and love it. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think it's in a really good spot here. As you see, Thor going in, getting those Valks into that core. Didn't quite get that second Inferno, that single Inferno, but the Hogs coming on the backside and that Golem just making it enough through. Gets the job done. And then again, the Queen's up with the healers on her, so she's still looking good. The King has got some wizards behind him. So just going to take down the rest of this base with just those. But again, when you got those level 40 heroes, or this guy doesn't, Thor doesn't. When you get those high level heroes, that's 35, and you keep those healers on there and they're still up, they can take a big chunk of the base themselves, which is also required. So hopefully no nerf coming to the healer walk either. But right there, last few defenses, King gets beat through, he takes it out, and then it's just a few trash buildings that they have to get to. The wizards come around and they pick it up. So nicely done there by Thor. Okay, moving on. I got a pretty nice long recap for you guys today, so you're gonna see lots of attacks. Trigger Man going in on number 6. This is a very, I mean, you might as well call it Town Hall 9 with an Inferno Tower, but Trigger Man is a Town Hall 9, getting the job done here. He almost has maxed out troops at 29 King right there. Be maxed out very soon. Drops the queen down. Gonna start putting the healers on her, let her do her thing. Got some minions on the bottom. Gonna come in, get a nice couple of easy buildings there, plus that defense down there, so that's very good. The CC troops coming out. He lures those out, drops a nice poison. It's going to stop all those wizards in their tracks, basically. They're going to be dying before they ever even get a shot off on this queen. The balloon's going to be the same story. It's going to go down. Goes ahead and rages up his healers and his queen just to move them forward. He knows he's going to engage this queen in a moment. Goes ahead and drops the poison on her as well. Really didn't need that because of the rage that was there. But I guess it's, not where Rusty's going to spend it, really. Of course, he could have spent it right there. The witch coming out that wasn't quite completely lured. So that would have been good. But they come out. He's got his golem down. He's got his wizards creating the funnel here. The queen is going to be able to handle these witches. I think she's going to get caught up here in just a moment. Right, one more shot there. Yep, boom. Gets that down. The Valks are going in at this point. He has the jump spell to let them right into that core. And once he gets them into the core, he knows it's GG. That core is going to be just going down. Now, that is not my favorite heal spell I've ever seen. Could have been much more farther into the base, but it did get those Valks healed up from that first bomb. Then he goes ahead and drops the second heal where that first one should have been, and from there they are going to take care of all of that. The hogs start coming on the outside, very tight base, so he doesn't spread his hogs too thin, which is smart, but I would love to have seen him have that second heal for those hogs. But the Valks do their job. The queen's still up. The hogs are doing their job still. They're going through. The king beats through that wall, finally gets onto those next defenses, and he has his ability still. So we'll fast forward just a little bit, start slowing down here. Queen's finally getting in range of some defenses, starts helping out, and that is going to be the 3-star for Trigger Man. Nicely done. Okay, let that finish up, and we will move on. I want to try to get a good range of attacks for you guys this war, because there's so much diversity as far as like levels and all that stuff. I want to do so I just kind of start moving my way down the map here. Going to number 11, Civil Serpent, taking it out with just mass Valks and hogs, honestly. He does have the one golem in his CC, but he's really just trying to get in there and get that queen, sort of do a little tanking, create his funnel, all those things that the golem helps you do. But for the most part, I mean, the Valks and the hogs, 4 heals, I mean, no jumps, no nothing, just knows that they're going to beat their way through this. No wall breakers even. I mean, he knows that once he creates that funnel, the Valks are going to beat their way through these Lego walls very quickly. You see that, like 2 spins, they're in. That Tesla does pop on the outside, which is a maxed out Tesla, which is a little bit concerning just because it could start pulling troops around the outside instead of going in the middle. Goes ahead and just drops a heal and a poison on those CC troops, but again, just letting them beat through these walls. Just knows that it takes their time. It's gonna happen. He just has to keep them healed up. Drops another heal spell there. Those ones in the core are starting to take out the town hall. The king and queen walking in. They're sort of splitting up on him here a little bit. But he's just keeping an eye on them. Again, just making sure that they get the heal spells they need to keep going. And he's just about to start sending in his hogs in just a moment. As a few more defenses go down, a few more possible giant bomb spot gets eliminated. And that queen there. You see the queen is still firing in on one of those golemites. Finally comes over and engages. And now that's going to draw aggro from his queen, which is going to take her down. And now he's going to release the hog. So Valks are on the outside now. They tend to do that. Eventually, they're going to find their way to the outside. But that's all right. He's got 12 hogs and a heal that he can still deploy here. The king and queen are still, actually the queen's down, the king's still up. He's about to be down. So the hogs are coming in. There are a few distracted defenses there. But as they close in on this last little group of point defense, obviously that's where he needs his heal at. Probably should have already dropped it because max Tesla and those cannons are really doing a number on those hogs. Right there, he drops it down. They get healed back up, and from here, it's just a matter of the hogs getting the job done, cutting across here. A lot of skeletons popping here, so he has to deal with that, but just has just enough to get the job all the way finished with that one archer tower stand up. But hey, if we forgot, there was a bunch of Valks running around the outside, which are still very, very strong and have a lot of cleared potential in their own right. So nicely done there, Civil Serpent. All right. Moving on, moving on. Number 13 for him. Taking this one out with like an old school. I told you this, when I see these now, it's almost like it's a exotic fruit. Seeing just an old school Goho with no Valks, no Queen Walk, just getting in there and do it like we, did oh so long ago. Drops him in the golems, creates a nice funnel. The queen up the middle. There's the jump spell to let everything in. That third golem or right up the gut. So it has a ton of tanking power for this king and queen that are coming through here. He's just really invested heavily in that, his king and queen with those three golems as stone Goho. Comes into the middle, drops the poison down for the CC troops. That jump is going to let them go all the way in, and the king and queen being, or the queen being in there, and those CC troops are going to draw in his troops as well. So he doesn't have to really worry about those troops straying. They're going to go to the core, so that was a nice plan that he made there. They get to the core, start taking that down, and then he's got 24 hogs with 3 heals that he can just sort of let roam through this base. You see the golems still tanking for these heroes. I mean, that's the beautiful part about that, is that it's just so much tanking power. It takes so long for defenses to get through. It just lets those high-level heroes do so much damage. I mean, he's 37%. He's just now released his hogs. Drops down that first heal spell for him. Just surgical outside of the base, few hogs for each defense, letting them sort of regroup, and then dropping a heal and reinforcing as he goes. Nicely done. Doesn't spread him too thin. Keeps him just about right. And now he's got that 2 heal spells left and really doesn't even need them. You see a couple giant bombs triggering there, which does wipe out a small group of his hogs, but because of the way he deployed them, did not lose all of them, and drops that last one in, but the queen's going to take care of it anyways. Swags the heal spell. Nicely done by for him. All right, well, fast forward as he gets the cleanup. A few outside buildings to go, but obviously he gets it all done. All right, moving down the map even further, down to number 16 with Warlord, taking out that, I'm not even going to say that name. Coming in on the left side, got the couple golems going down. He's got that 1 minion because he can get a free building and help widen his funnel just a little bit. A couple wizards behind the golems, and then the queen and the wall breakers open everything up. Once he goes there, look at the composition here. 4 jump spells, bunch of golems, bunch of wizards, a few hogs, which I think is a good touch. I think this is that sort of mass go-we attack, but I think always having a few hogs is a nice addition to this. So he's got his first few golems going in. He's going to get the queen taken care of here as the king and as his king queen approach, and she draws aggro onto them. The wizards are going to be helping out because she's focused on that golem right here. They're going to take her down. CC troops coming out. Poison goes down for them. The first jump to let the troops continue to move their way forward, and then more golems on the bottom start tanking for these new defenses. More wizards behind them to clear the trash, to take the buildings out, take the defenses out. And we've talked about this before, this attack. It takes a long time. It seems like it's a long, slow, methodical attack. But when you get to the end of it, there is no cleanup to do. You clean up as you go, which is what makes it effective, in my opinion. Second jumps down, lets those golems just continue to move forward very slowly, but keep doing all the tanking. He's making sure nothing is getting flanked here. He's slowly, reinforcing on this counterclockwise motion. He's got all of his golems down. He does have a few more wizards to deploy. Clearly, he's got the 2 jump spells, which right here they get to this last threat, which is this Tesla farm. That's just a very tough spot in this base. A lot of damage there. So he goes ahead and starts to drop in these hogs one at a time. Wants to make sure they're not getting targeted, really. That one cannon peels off there and targets his hog, so he goes ahead on the backside. The golems are in there. They're drawing all the fire. The king's drawing the fire. Unfortunately, the queen took too long, taking out that CC, and she's sort of landlocked here. But he's got the last jump spell. His wizards are still coming through, taking out all these defenses. There's really not much power left in this base as far as defense-wise once he took out that section right there. Does lose a few of the rest of his hogs, except for the one he has not deployed, to those double giant bombs. But with the golems out front tanking, the wizards coming behind, the 1 hog left in the bag, he is in great shape here. Just deploys the rest of it, gets that last few defenses down, and again, once he's done with that, it is over. So nicely done to Warlord. All right, dropping down quite a bit to number 25, Name. Taking out this with a Goho, kind of the same thing. It's not really a Go. I take that back. It's kind of the same attack. It's like a Go-wee, which I was really surprised to see this with such low-level heroes. I mean, I know it's a lower-level base, clearly, and it's not really the design that I would pick for this attack. But the thing about it is, if you make sure with the 4 jump spells that and he brought wall breakers to get to the first compartment, that you can just sort of, take you a picture, sketch it out, make sure where your jumps are, that you're going to be able to connect to all of the different compartments, then you can do it. It can work. You just have to make sure your deployment's on, that you're not getting a lot of wizards, that you're losing to flanks and things like that. So you'll see he gets into that first compartment, deals with the queen, deals with the CC troops, takes care of all of that. The king actually comes over, deals with that as well. So all of that's down. Now he can come in on the right side. Again, he has not dropped a jump spell yet. He wall recorded in on the right side as well. So he got two big compartments before he ever started dropping these jump spells. And with a very compartmentalized base like this, I think that's why this was successful. He just made the right decisions. I think that jump spell right there could have connected him all the way through to where the queen is standing right now. I'm sorry, I said to the queen, or to the king earlier. The queen's still there. But I think that jump spell could have been a little bit better utilized. It could have been a little bit more aggressive with that. But he knew he had the jump spells to get the job done, so it really didn't matter that much. Did sprinkle a few of his hogs in here, waiting for those golems and the wizards to clear everything out and just get into this next compartment, which he drops another jump spell for. Right there, the giant bomb coming. The queen's coming over at this point. His queen has to pop her ability. She's taking damage, but she's going to get that town hall down. Goes ahead and drops the poison onto that queen to slow that damage that's coming out of her as the wizards and those archers step up. They take her down pretty quickly because she's not a very high queen. So right here, he's ready to drop that next jump spell, puts it down. He's got pretty much everything deployed. He's got a couple more wizards and one hog he can deploy. But you see they're just slowly working their way through the base. His queen is down. It's all up to the troops now. He's got the last jump spell going down right there. That's perfect. It allows him, and that was, again, a little bit too non-aggressive in my opinion. Look how much room he's got to connect to that next compartment. Luckily, I think it just connects. I mean, it's on the very, very bottom. If I remember right, I think these golems jump right over the wall. Yes, they do, but I mean, it was close, and he had 3 tiles. He could have pushed it a little bit further too. So nicely done. Just a little bit off on some jumps, but a very good attack. And again, so on that sort of surprised me with those lower level heroes and this base design, but it worked out well. Got the 3-star. All right, we got 3 more to show you. 3 more. Let's go all the way down to 30. And again, I'm trying to get a good spread of these attacks for you guys with these lower heroes and all that stuff. This is what I would expect on a base like this. A lower level base, a newer Town Hall 9 with these lower level heroes. I've said it for a year now. If it was me, I would recommend, of course, I'm a hog guy. I love it. I'm not an air guy. But a new Town Hall 9, trying to learn this stuff out. If you can get your balloons maxed out and your lava hounds leveled up, and really, he doesn't even have his lava hounds leveled up here, but still, get your lava hounds leveled up when you can. But really, getting the loons maxed out, you can do these attacks, and it's this easy because it's so overpowered against these non-maxed out air defense bases that it just rolls over them. You see, it just drops the jump spell, has a golem there in the CC to come in, take out the queen, get at least 1 air defense. The CC troops, you see the poison going down there. Going to take care of all of that and actually going to get 2 air defenses. Now this base is done. Just no chance of it being able to stop this air assault that's about to come. Lava hounds go down. Balloons just targeted on the outside. A couple balloons basically for every outside defense that he can target. Try to drop those haste spells to get him moving even quicker. And as they approach that core and that last couple air defenses, he drops his next lava hound, more balloons on the outside, more haste spells. Just keeps everything moving. As they get into this core and towards these air defenses, you see he's going to rage up here in just a moment. Goes ahead and drops that last haste spell first. But right here, in just a moment, going to drop that rage spell. Boom, over the top of that last air defense, making sure that just 1 drop takes care of it. But from there, it's just overpowered. There's just too many balloons left and not enough defenses. And his pups are spread out for the cleanup. So nicely done by I Am Sparta. Again, if you are a new Town Hall 9, this is a very, very strong attack for new Town Hall 9 bases that you should be hitting. All right, a couple more. 37 right here. Night Ridus. Is how you say that? Okay. Doing it, well, this is actually a pretty interesting attack because it's a Town Hall 8 attacking a Town Hall 9. Now, granted, it's just a level 1 queen and no expos, but still, it does add some degree of difficulty. Drops in the quake spells, allows him to get right in. He could have come from this left side and not had to use any wall breakers, but he didn't like that angle. Wanted to come in a little different angle, so he just drops his golem down, his wizards, creates his funnel, clears all that trash out of the way, and then sends the wall breakers in, opens it all up. From there, as soon as his trash gets gone, he knows he's going to send his Valks in, his king in, and this is his own Valks. These aren't even, I mean, he's got a few maxed out ones in the CC, but going against that queen, look how quickly they take it out. Just 1 swing, he drops the heal spell down for them, 1 swing, as soon as they get on her, and boom, she's gone. So he knew how quickly he could take that queen down, almost non-factor. You see right there, this guy did have a hole in his base, so wisely just dropped his king in there. There's a king swap, and that takes out that double giant bomb. So that actually didn't quite get the king down. But the heal in the core for the Valks, they get the king down, and from there it is a go va low. I might say go va low at the start of the attack. Go va low. I do think he was a little late on his balloons. I know I say it every time, but what am I going to say? It's just what I think. His Valks, he could have already brought the balloons in from the top there, finally drops them. You don't have to wait for the air defenses to actually be down when you drop your balloons because they're so slow. It takes a while for them to get there. Just go ahead and get them down. Even if you lose one or two, it doesn't matter. It might save you a Valk or two, which is a much better cleanup troop. So nicely done. Last few defenses go down. He's got some wizards around the outside for cleanup. The balloons help out for cleanup. Just absolutely wrecked it. Nice attack, man. All right, last one we're going to show all the way down to number 41. 41, Vicious 2.0, taking this one out. And this is funny because he was going to do like this epic bowler walk, which he had bowlers in the CC. It was going to be cool. It was going to be something different. And it's just hilarious to me how it worked out. So you see he's dropping the Quakes on the left side. He's going to Valk that core and just bowler walk around the outside of this base, right? Well, the one thing he sort of forgot was he had a barbarian in the CC, which stepped forward and took the aggro, and his bowlers took out all the defenses while the healers kept the barbarian up. And now they're locked on that barbarian. Like, I mean, locked on him. They're not going anywhere. The bowlers split on him. But this barbarian here just beats on this wall basically for the entire attack while those healers are healing it. So really did not get his quote-unquote bowler walk on this Town Hall 8. But he does send the Valks in. It's a nice funnel for them. They go into the core. As soon as these CC troops come out, he rages up those wizards. They take out the dragon and the balloon very quickly. And the Valks get the benefit of the rage as well. Heals them up towards the core. Not the best heals drop, but did get a little bit of healing on those Valks. And from there, he drops in a few hogs. But look at this barb over here. He's still getting healed up. He's still working on that wall. It's pretty epic. The bowlers are, they're doing a little bit of work. They're running around bouncing. This one's bouncing on some walls. This one in the core is doing some damage now. But really, the Valks, the hogs, and the wizards in the core really took this base out. I don't think the bowlers did much for him here. That barbarian was a stud, though. He's still beating on this wall. Once these bowlers take out these storages, he does peel off and start moving around, and unfortunately meets his ultimate demise at the hands of this cannon, which is just terrible. The last defense kills the barb that's been getting healed the entire attack. So unfortunate right there. Just as soon as he kills, I think he takes out this collector, and then it goes down here. Well, you'll see what happens in just a moment. Yeah, these bowlers take out this collector. He makes a move, gets out of the range of the healers, and boom, he goes down. So unfortunate, but it was a nice 3-star. It was a nice try by Vicious 2.0. All right, guys, there you go. That is win number 100 for Alpha. Congratulations to everybody that has ever warred with Alpha and helped them reach this accomplishment. Hope you guys liked the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.